Dear students, in above video we learn about the members, total members of Rajya Sabha. Amongst them, 238 are elected by from the constituent states and union territories, and 12 members are to be elected by president. Now we will go ahead. Rajya Sabha is never dissolved completely, hence it is called permanent house. Here Rajya Sabha is also known as, or it is also called, a permanent house because it never dissolved completely at a time. And opposite to Lok Sabha, the tenure of Lok Sabha is just of 5 years, and after 5 years the Lok Sabha will be dismissed and the new elected members will be the member of parliament. And Rajya Sabha, it never dissolved completely, means the 1/3 members of total membership of Rajya Sabha who have completed their tenure of 6 years retire after every 2 years, and equal number of new members get elected. Now this sentence is very important. Here now first we learn that Rajya Sabha never dissolved completely. Rajya Sabha never dissolves completely, and the tenure is of 6 years. Tenure is of 6 years means whose 1/3, suppose 100 members are there, then the 1/3 of 100 means 33 members will, 1/3 of total membership of Rajya Sabha who have completed their tenure of 6 years. Suppose 100 members are there, and out of 100, 33 members, 1/3 means 33, then these 33 members will be retired after completion of their 6 years. After completion of their 6 years means, imagine that in 2020 6 members are elected as a member of Rajya Sabha, then they will be retired in 2026, means these 6 members will be retired after 6 years. These 33 members will be retired after 6 years in 2026, and remaining members, they will be in Rajya Sabha only, means it tells us that it never dissolved completely. Only the 1/3 member of the total membership of Rajya Sabha who have completed their 6-year tenure will be retired after every 2 years, and equal number of new members get elected. Understood? Means 1/3 member who has completed their 6 years tenures, they will be retired every after 2 years, and the new members will be elected on their place. So we can say that it is a permanent house because it never dissolved completely. Only 1/3 after 2 years, 1/3 after 2 years, 1/3 after 2 years, and the new members will be elected on their place. Means because the limited members of Rajya Sabha retired steps by steps, because the limited members of Rajya Sabha retire step by step, Rajya Sabha can function continuously. Any person contesting for the election of Rajya Sabha must be an Indian citizen, and he must have completed 30 years of age. Now dear friends, here is an important thing, that if you want to be a member of Rajya Sabha, you must have completed your 30 years of age. And in Lok Sabha we learn that you must have completed your 25 years, and he or she must be an Indian citizen for the both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. These are some of the characteristics that the person should have to be a member of Rajya Sabha. Any person contesting for the election of Rajya Sabha, he or she must be an Indian citizen, and he and she must have completed 30 years of age. Now member of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha are known as member of parliament. MPs, we have to keep in mind the members of parliament are known as MPs, or M for member and P for parliament. Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, both members are known as MPs. MPs try to resolve the queries and complaints of their constituency by raising questions in the parliament. Governments allocates them funds to carry out development activities in their respective constituencies, right? And these MPs or member of parliament, both of Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, resolve the queries and complaints of their constituencies like roads, lake, public welfare, public hygiene, these all things by raising questions in parliament, health and so on. They have to raising the question in the parliament, and the governments allocates or governments gives them funds or money to carry out development activity in their respective constituencies. So it is our, this is our two houses, that is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, right? In the next video we will learn about functions of parliament.